Phyllis?
No, it's just me. Sorry to disappoint you.
Hey, sis.
Hey, yourself. Welcome back.
Sorry, I should have given you a better welcome, but I just flew in from Geneva, went straight to the house. Phyllis isn't there. I come to the building and find out Victor left in the middle of the night.
Yeah, wasn't that so gracious of him?
The kicker is that Ian Ward got captured. Doesn't take long to do the math there. Obviously, the whole trip for me was a setup. Phyllis and Billy sent me to Switzerland on a bogus tip so that I'd be out of the way. Phyllis decided she was going to set herself up as bait. She knew I wouldn't go along with that.
Gets much worse from there, Jack.
Oh, Vicky, I knew you'd forgive me.
Oh, no, Billy, damn it. What have you done to yourself?
Oh.
Is that you have been arrested for drunk driving. Made for a fantastic morning.
Well, I'm glad I could be there for you. How'd you find me?
I don't know. I figured you'd be here. What in the hell were you thinking?
You know, you are partly to blame for this.
Excuse me, how am I responsible for your DUI?
Oh, well, you're the one who pushed me to go to that christening, which made Vicky really, really happy. And then I got into it with Lurch, who, by the way, now knows for fact that you and I resurrected Paragon, so there's that. And, yeah. Yeah, thanks for the pep talk. I'm really glad I listened, Phyllis.
Vicky didn't give you any extra points for trying?
No, none. She, practically commanded me to leave, and I had no shot with her. And then, Victor piled on. I went to the bar, and Ashley wouldn't let up, so...
You got plastered, got in your car, and wound up in jail. I guess Vicky won't let you anywhere near the kids?
Huh. That's pretty impressive. You know, maybe you could help me out with my football picks. I'm a little rusty on my stats.
No. I'm not gonna let you do this. I'm not gonna let you self-destruct again.
You're not?
No. Victor got what he had coming to him, and I would gladly do it again. But I need you to listen up to me right now. Jack is home, which means we have to face him and take the heat. So you need to get in the shower, sober up, and change into something that doesn't smell like a distillery.
You are on your own, sweets, because I'm not gonna sit around and listen to Jack give me another lecture on how I screwed up again.
How could Billy not realize that reviving Paragon could hurt us, too?
Because the damage to Jabot would be minor, unlike what was being inflicted upon Newman. For his plan to work, it had to look like Jabot was being under attack, too.
Of all the harebrained moves. Why would he do this?
During the fire, when Victor urged Adam to disappear, I think something in Billy snapped. So they came up with this plan. They knew you wouldn't agree with it, so they sent you out of town.
You keep saying they. Phyllis and Billy, they've been working together all this time?
Yes. And they've been keeping it from everybody, including me. Look, I can somewhat understand Billy's motivation because it was personal, you know, because of Delia. But I don't understand Phyllis. Why would she antagonize Victor when she knew that you would get hurt in the process?
Did you ask her?
Absolutely. She said he ruined her honeymoon. Now, what the hell does that mean?
I guess you have to know everything.
About what?
Because of Victor, Phyllis spent our honeymoon in the arms of a ruthless psychopath.
She thought this Marco creep was you?
And Victor allowed her to believe it. And you and Billy and everyone else. It wasn't until I clawed my way back here that I could tell Phyllis about it.
Jack, why the hell didn't you tell me sooner? I mean, it would explain a lot. That man's behavior was disgusting and erratic and...
Believe me, I wanted to tell you. I knew you didn't trust me, but I couldn't address it because I had this pact with Victor.
My God, I'm so happy you made it out of that whole thing okay. And the fact that you and Phyllis are still intact as a couple is nothing short of a miracle. I mean, really.
Yes and no. I honestly thought Phyllis was over the need to make Victor pay for the whole Marco thing. Obviously, I was wrong about that.
There he is. Oh, thank God you're home.
Good to see you too, babe.
I have a meeting down the hall. Call me if you need backup.
Thank you, sis.
Well, very, very lonely without you here. How was Geneva? Did you find out anything?
You know I didn't find out anything. You know this whole trip was a setup to get me out of the way so that you and Billy could sick Paragon on Victor again.
May I say it was ever so glorious.
What did you hope to accomplish? I mean, besides hurting a lot of people.
Have you forgotten what he did to us?
I haven't forgotten a thing. It doesn't justify what
The
you...
hell it doesn't. I'm gonna call this for what it is. Victor may have smirked for Kelly tormenting you or putting a stranger with your face in our bed, but I had the ultimate pleasure of seeing his life's work ruined. Billy and I mutilated Newman Enterprises, and what's more, we enjoyed it. It made us feel like some tiny fraction of wrong that had been done to us was finally avenged. And I know what you're wondering. You're wondering, was it worth it, Phyllis? And the answer is absolutely yes.
I haven't seen this side of you for years.
It's about time.
Angry and
Don't you
vengeful
think?
and... We will talk about this later. Right now, I'm going to deal with my brother.
You're not going to find Billy in his office. Victoria kicked him to the curb, and he imploded.
How?
DUI. After he got out of night court, he went on a bender and finally passed out at the club. I tried to help him, but he is a total mess. Maybe you can reach him.
Give me a cup of coffee. Hey. You're the guy from last night, right? The guy who didn't call me a cab? Look, do me a favor. Next time you see me in here getting drunk, and I say I can drive, call me a cab. Coffee, black, hot. You know what, on second thought, forget the coffee. Give me a Bloody Mary. Bloodier the better. And this time, hold on to those.
Thought I might find you here. Was pretty sure you didn't have a meeting down the hall.
I thought you and Jack needed a little time alone.
We did, thank you. He just left to go find Billy.
Well, it shouldn't be too hard to find him. Just gotta follow the path of destruction. Leads right to the end of the bar.
You know this isn't all Billy's fault.
I do know that. And if you're here to explain exactly why you got involved
Ashley, I may give the impression that I don't give a damn what people think about me. And for 99.9% of the population, that is true. But I have immense respect for you.
Well, thank you very much. What I was about to say, Phyllis, is if you were here to explain, you don't have to because Jack did. He told me everything that Victor did. I mean, everything about Marco, and I'm so sorry. I mean, I've always understood Billy's rage towards Victor, but now I understand yours too. And I just wish that you trusted me to talk to me about it.
I wanted to tell you. I mean, carrying that around with me and knowing that I had been fooled for so many months.
At least you had Jack, right? I mean, he was a victim too.
And you would think that's a bond, but it wasn't. If anything, it has made me feel more like Billy. Filled with a rage that just won't go anywhere. Jack can find constructive ways to deal with it, but I am not Jack. And joining forces with Billy to bring Victor down, that made me feel like I was doing something. I felt empowered.
Okay. But what about Billy? I mean, do you think it made his life better?
I understand your brother Jack is back from Europe. Is he around?
It would have been really nice if you checked in with reception before barging in. What can I do for you?
Nothing, Ashley. So how was the homecoming? Was Jack very happy to see you?
Are you here on business? Because I can answer your questions. I am in charge.
For now, you are. Considering the enormous damage done to Newman Enterprises by two of your executives. Just a question of time before they oust you.
You know what? Why don't you get out of here, or I'm going to have security oust you.
I know exactly why you're here. You want Billy indicted, don't you?
Interesting theory. I have something better in mind for Jabot.
How dare you? You come in here and you make all these threats.
There are no threats, okay? I'm giving you a fair warning, which is far more than you deserve.
Hey, yeah, what's the over-under? Oh, 44.5. Man, that's easy money. Give me a dime on the over, and give me 2 dimes.
What the hell is wrong with you? Do you have any idea what you've done?
I'm going to sue Jabot and all the Abbotts on his payroll for the damage done to Newman Enterprises by Billy and Phyllis when they manipulated the Paragon virus to destroy my company.
You cannot do that.
Watch me. I'm going to bleed you dry. Take every dime away from you. And the best thing, it's legal. Tell Jack it's just business, okay? I'll see you in court.
What, are you here to lecture me, Jack? Go for it. Because you're not gonna put a dent in me. I'm made of stone these days.
It's been over 2 years, Billy. Enough. Stop blaming every idiotic thing you do on that poor little girl who died.
You know, Jack, if you'd had my back just once, that's all that I wanted. But no, you had to keep your hands clean, didn't you? While I did everything that you didn't have the guts to do.
I'm through, Billy. I'm through defending you. I am through enabling your every addiction. Because that's what this is. You are hooked on revenge. Well, I'm done. You're on your own now.
See, that's where you're wrong, Jack. See, Phyllis is on my side with this. She wants to see Victor suffer just as much as I do, but unlike you, she doesn't let her enemies walk all over her. Come on, Jack. What you won't do to Victor, why don't you do it to me?